start.
Katie, what does it mean to you to have this game sold out for the first time in 23 years?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I have the words. It'll probably choke me up a minute walking down, the ramp. You think about, all the history here and who's come through and played here. And when I played, we never sold out. We had decent crowds, right, but never a sellout. And for it to be the third time, obviously it has a lot to do with Indiana being really good. The rivalry between the two schools in general, no matter what the sport. And then I think last week our success, probably bought a few more tickets. So just a really cool opportunity for the women's game, for our group, for Indiana as well, and excited to be a part of the environment.
And so this weekend it's another opportunity for you guys to take down another top 5 team. How are you guys feeling heading into this game?
Yeah, I mean, we're on level ground, right? Like, obviously we had a solid week last week, but it's always 1-0. That's got to be our mindset, and just happens to we're playing Indiana, and they happen to be a top 5 team. Like, what are they, 4? Severely underrated. They're better than 4. By far, they'll be the best team that I've coached against since I've been here. They're really, really good. Not a lot of weaknesses. They don't beat themselves. Don't turn it over at a high rate. They shoot the ball well. Mackenzie Holmes should be in conversation for National Player of the Year. Grace Berger is balling. Sid on the wing. Garzone can shoot it. Sky off the bench. Chloe is solid. I mean, their whole group is just really, really good. And they're not going to beat themselves. So we got to make sure we're just locked in and play hard and give ourselves a chance the best we can.
Now, speaking of Holmes, she has had quite an incredible year, like you just said. What is the game plan to kind of stop her?
Oh, I can't give it away. I don't think you're not going to stop her. You got to make her life hard. Some teams play her one-on-one, some bring doubles. We'll try to throw the whole kitchen sink at her. But there's no stopping her. Susanna's really good, but Holmes might be the best big in our country, and she's just so good, so patient, can score at will whenever she's got great footwork inside, and then she's got shooters all around her, and they understand what they're supposed to do. So just maybe pray she misses a lot of layups.
From a big picture standpoint, how big was last week to maybe offset some of those losses you feel like should have been wins on your schedule earlier on, and hopefully get you back into consideration for postseason?
Yeah, it was a good response by our ball club. After we go on the road and lose to Penn State, and it's a terrible game all around from everybody involved, and then we go on the road and beat Northwestern, not great, but come back home and we play Nebraska well for 3 quarters, and then the 4th quarter. And since that Penn State game, we were solid enough on the road at Northwestern, but since the Penn State game, we really had the one bad quarter against Nebraska, and it cost us a game. But since then, our group has, take a little bit more ownership into scouts and practices, and the opportunity that they have here. We talk to them all the time, like, forget playing time, forget stats, like, just make sure winning is enough, and our group has kind of just bought into that right now.
So now, how have you kept your team focused on this upcoming game at IU?
I've reminded them.
It's a big weekend.
Yeah, we've had, this is the longest week. It's like waiting 2 weeks to watch the Chiefs play. It's been a long week. Obviously, we gave them Monday, Tuesday off. We came in Wednesday morning, got some work in. We're in yesterday, and then today's like our normal 2-day prep. Starts our normal 2-day prep before a game. But we've got a pretty mature group. A lot of people with some experience and understanding. What it's supposed to look like. At least I hope, right? But. The game is going to be played at 2 o'clock or 2:10 on Sunday, so we got to make sure we're there for 40 minutes, 2 hours, whatever it is, and make sure we go all out.
this game mean any more just because of it's already a heightened game, but do you think what happened last year in Mackey, the overtime loss, is that something that's on your mind?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's on any of our minds. Last year was last year, this year is this year, and trying to live in the moment. Live in the moment on Sunday at 2:10 for 2 hours and give ourselves the best chance we can. Like I said, we're going to have to be damn near perfect to have a chance.
I know you share the history of Purdue basketball with these girls, and you talked about never playing in front of a sold-out crowd in Mackey. They're getting to do things, beating a top 5 team on the road, playing in front of a sold-out crowd at Mackey that people in this program have never done. So how special of an opportunity is this just to do some things that in all the rich history of Purdue basketball, this hasn't happened?
Yeah, and that's kind of the approach we've taken, making sure winning is enough. What do you want your legacy to be? Obviously, nobody's going to remember how many points you scored or how many minutes you played, but what legacy do you want to leave behind? And having the opportunity that we did last week and taking care of business on the road and the opportunity to play in front of 14,000 on Sunday in Mackey, those are the moments you're going to remember for the rest of your life.
It's a big weekend next weekend for your Chiefs.
Yeah.
Are you excited about that?
Come on. Try to move the game time already. They won't let me play it on Saturday. But yeah, I'm ready.